Hi, good evening. Oh, if you can hear me, just drop a message on the chat. Can anyone hear me? Hello? Can anyone hear me? Can anyone hear me? Drop a message if you can hear me. Drop a thumbs up or react. All right. So let's just wait for others to join in. Let me see that. Okay. Prince Mwangi, I see you. Suleiman Ahmed. Um, Yemziat, I can see you. Let's just wait for like 10 minutes for others to join. Um, I'm so happy to be doing this right here. Oh, okay, I was still waiting for others to join in. Mm, yes, you do need a laptop for this, but there are other things you can do with your phone, and we'll be talking about that also. But basically, for the bulk of the work, you'll be needing your laptop. Yeah, because most of the things I'll be sharing will be on my laptop. I barely use my phone for anything. All right. Um, so pending when others come in. So I would like to know how many of us are beginners or we have some sort of video editing experience. If you are completely a novice, type A in the comment section. You are completely new into video editing, type A. Can you guys hear me? All right, I'm asking if for those of us who are new to video editing, who have no experience, I need you guys to type in A on this comment section so I would know where to start from while we wait for others to join in. I can't see any response. So by the time it's 10 minutes past 8, we'll kick off completely. Okay, we're back. All right, let's start. Let's start right away. Okay, so welcome to this live session. So the the so I'm trying to get something running. All right. All right. So welcome to today's live session. We said we're going to make in 500 to 1000 USD from video editing before December, before January 2026. Okay, so that's like the core and the goal of this whole training. So today we're just going to explain to us what's possible, what we should be looking out for. All right, let me do a quick introduction of myself. My name is Victor Ite. I'm a filmmaker and a video editor as well, a content specialist. So call into making documentary movies and commercial. So that's what I do professionally. And yeah, I do content basically, and that's what we'll be looking at. Okay, so this is this exactly works. I've been into professional video editing for like 6 years now, but recently, like in 2 3 years ago, I started doing video editing for content. And this is because of the statistics. This is because of the trends in content production. The content market is evaluated at about 75. So let me get that statistic right. Is evaluated at over over Sorry, let me get that statistic correct. Statistic right. Yeah, it's evaluated at over 250 billion USD currently. And this is because of the trend in making content. And it's going to increase over the years. It's going to increase in the next year. The projection for next year is crazy. And currently, we have over 200 million content creators. 200 million creators. How many is the world population? So imagine if we have 200 creators constantly making videos every day, and they are making money from this content. That's why there's a demand in video editing for content making. And so this is why I look into this aspect of video editing, and I saw it's a gold mine. There is a lot of money to be made from it, and that's why I went into it. And the truth is, it's not so much of a hard job compared to editing movies, editing films, editing music video, and all of that. So this is something that virtually anybody can actually learn it. It's not like the complex theme that you have to do cuts, you have to do sound designs, you have to do coloring and all of that. Though you still do them on content, but it's not so much compared to that. And so it's a gold mine for anyone who's looking to jump into video editing and start making money right on the spot. All right. So that's like the whole idea for it. And so far, all right, just be calm. We'll get into how to get started and all of that. So and so far, I wouldn't say it has paid me um more than editing videos actually, because these are basically contract based, and I get to edit content like almost every day, and I get paid like almost every day. So I'm in Nigeria, as you all know. For those of our brothers in South Africa, Kenya, you're welcome. So I'm Nigerian, so it's something you can basically do from anywhere, any part of this world, right? So um, like I said, we are going to cut out all of the bluffs and just go straight to the point. So I'm just going to address some misconceptions. We don't have a fuller house compared to the number on the group, so I'm going to be rushing through some things. Then I'll just focus on the main, the main topic. Yeah, and before now, some persons have reached out to me asking certain questions. So I just want to clarify all of that before we go into the source of the whole session for today. So, firstly, someone asked me, is this going to be faceless AI? No, this is not going to be face. We're not talking about faceless um, YouTube content or faceless. That's a topic of its own. That's another topic of its own. Or do I know about that? So, but that's different from what we are doing. Another person asked me if so the person requested for some of the videos I've done before, the kinds of content I'm talking about, and I shared him a a drive link so you could check up on some of them on what I was saying. And he was asking if these contents are solely made by AI. So no, what we are doing is not that AI is going to be editing for you. No, you still need the basic skills of the editing software, Premiere Pro, CapCut, DaVinci, whatever you already know, and whatever you found more interesting to learn. Because in the coming program, we have courses for three softwares: Adobe Premiere Pro, After Effects, and CapCut. So basically, Adobe Premiere Pro is easy. CapCut is much more easier. So most people like to go for CapCut, and these are edits that you can do with CapCut and these lower apps, even on your mobile. Unfortunately, I won't be teaching mobile, but the same things you learn from your system, you just have to go and find them where they are on your phone, because I'm not very familiar with the mobile layout. So, but I'll be basically on PC. That's what I use. So I hardly do anything on my mobile. So, but yes, you can also do something with your phone, but they get to a level of editing you want, you can only achieve that with your PC and the PC softwares. So just to clear that, it's not AI completely editing for you. You are going to be editing, but you are going to be using the guidance of, or should I not guidance, the assistance of AI to rather to make your work faster and make it very fast. So for this soul training and everything we're talking about, we are not looking at, like I already mentioned, we are not looking at video editing totality, like learning how to edit video, how to edit music video, how to edit film. Though the skill is still the same thing, yeah, it's still the same. We're not learning how to do thriller, bang, 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 all of those cashy stuffs. We are focused on social media content. So I'm focused on content, on video content, because this is what I have done for the past years that has generated me some amount of money, quite reasonable amount, and so many other persons around me. So this is a a faster, you know, it's not about how well proficient you are. There's someone who reached out to me saying she's proficient. So she wanted the job actually, because we promised two guaranteed job placement in the course of this training, and she wanted to, should I say, lobby for that, and she was claiming she already knows the the um, the skill very well, and I said it doesn't really matter, because this is totally a different game. It's not whether you have been editing documentaries or you've been editing music videos. This aspect of video editing works differently. There are things we look at for here, and you need to learn those things as well. So she said she just need a brief and all of that. That I should send her a brief. I give her the tax, and she would prove to me that she's that good. She's and I gave her. I didn't want to, but I said, in fact, let me just see. And I gave her, and she said she needed 24 hours, and I gave her 24 hours. And up to now, she's still asking for more time. So, but that's to show you that there is a lot of information gap. So you may be very, very knowledgeable in editing or with no experience at all, but if you have the right information, you are just going to fly. I've been editing videos for more than 5 years now, but I haven't been making that money from it. Not until I got the right information, what people are ready to pay for now. Contents are flying. People don't have time to watch. Um, People don't have time to watch lengths of videos, films like that. Everything is on the internet, and that's why we choose to go where the money is. All right, so that's for that. So before we proceed, any questions? So I know we are following. If there are no questions, give me a thumb up so I can proceed. If you have a question, just drop it on the comment section or something. If there are no questions and we're together, give me a K. All right, thank you. M Music. All right, so All right, we're getting there. We'll soon get there. All right, so basically, okay, basically, there are two types of content we'll be looking at, and that's what we call long form content and short form content. So long form basically are vertical, horizontal videos like YouTube that that are long actually. They are 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7 minutes. That's why it's called long form. And sometimes you hear talking heads. Talking head is something like somebody standing on the facing the camera and talking to the camera. That's talking head. Just like as I am now, my face to the camera. That's what we call talking head. So then we have short form content. Short form content are basically the vertical videos you see on social medias every day, reels and the likes. And short form content, we have reels, we have UGC. All right. UGC is an acronym for user generated content. So each of these kinds of content has some specific ways they are edited, and we'll be looking at that. Um, for long form, also, we have VSL styles, but those are more advanced. We'll talk about those later. But basically, the um, long form is long form YouTube video. So, in order to know how to properly edit these kinds of video, you should look at the structure of a good content, of a content. Oh, I will not go into so many things. I'll just touch them as much as I can tonight. So, in order for you to understand, and this is why it's important to know how the structure of content for you to properly edit these videos very well, because it's your understanding of these kinds of video that will make clients wants to hire you, that will make clients want to pay you. It's not about the amount of animations you put in, the amount of, because you should understand first of all that video is storytelling, is visual storytelling first of all before the aesthetics and everything. So an editor who just learn CapCut and who understands the psychology, who understands storytelling and does simple edits with his phone will be sought after compared to someone with years of experience and knows how to do sound effects, do visual effect on everything. So that's the difference. That's actually the game changer. So for you to understand the structure of content, you understand that especially short form content, any good piece of short form content are actually broken down into three parts. We have the hook, the body, and the call to action, which is telling. So the hook is like the scroll stopper that's that stops anyone to want to listen to what you have to say or want to watch the video. And most creators that creates video doesn't really know how to structure these things. They just record video, record it, and tell their story. So it is the work of the editor to restructure these things, to structure these things into the proper, the proper, a proper format actually that will actually get engagement, because engagement is the goal of social media content. And that's where editor come. Statistics shows that, like I said, there are over 200 million creators, meaning video editors will always be in demand. So many persons have stopped their content game because of lack of technicalities in video editing. And this is why video editors are becoming in much more in demand. So while we have the traditional video editors who focused on those aspects of film and all of that, I do all of those things. There is a increasing demand of video editors for content making, and that's where we are much more interested in, because that's where the money is. The money is in content, YouTube, TikTok, and all of that. So why those people make money from streaming, you make money from them, not just because as a video editor, you can service up to 4 or 5 content creators as well. And that's big, massive for you actually. So That's why this skill is currently one of the best skill, one of the highest demand skill right now. All right, so let's proceed. So like I said, the structure of understanding the structure, knowing what the hook is all about. The hook is like that 5 seconds statement that just gets the attention of the the viewer. Then the body is where the whole of the message is divulged. Then the CTA call to action is the action point you want the clients to take. Another video will have CTA. So understanding this structure will guide you into editing, and that's where AI comes in. That's where AI comes in. So I talked about um, shooting one video, and these are actually the stuffs that make you exceptional, that makes you different from the regular video editor. One, knowing how to structure content. Two, knowing um how to automate these things, how to repurpose content. So for example, there are clients I service, I work for, that mean they don't really know too much about this. They just know how to just record the video and talk. And a client a client records a video, a 5 minutes video, and sends to me. And after everything, I bring out 20 content from that. That's what makes me different from every other another editor that just edits that video and all of that. So this is where AI comes in. So if you already know how to edit, if you already know how to edit, Premiere Pro, uh, DaVinci. I'm not familiar with DaVinci. I'm very familiar. I only use DaVinci from Color. If you are very familiar with Premiere Pro, um, so for the whole of this training, we'll be using more of Premiere Pro because that's industry standards. If you're familiar with Premiere Pro, CapCut, I'll be sharing my screen in a bit. So this is where AI comes. Instead of us watching through the video, learning to know what the person is saying, what makes sense and what does not make sense, we are going to be employing a method of editing called caption-based editing. That's what we'll be doing, and that's where AI comes in. Caption-based editing. What that simply means is that you are editing the video with the text, with the caption. So, for example, I record a long, let's say 20 minutes video, and you want to structure it to know where to put first, where to come first, where to get people's attention. I don't really need to start watching the video all over and all over to start cutting out the parts that make sense and rearrange them and make them. So that's where caption-based editing comes in. So there are quite there are tons of AI tools that makes the whole work so fast. I'm sharing them, though most of them are paid for. So that's also a downside. But if you I use AutoCut. It's a premium, although it has a 14 days trial, so you can check it out. AutoCut. There is Opus Clip. Opus Clip is web based, so meaning you can use it on your phone, on your system. So it's web based, it's on the internet. But why I don't use Opus Clip? Because it's an editing software of its own. So you get to do other things with the software. It cuts and all of that. But AutoCut, it's a plugin inside Premiere Pro. For those who may not know what plugin and all of that, who are new to the tool, it's like a software inside the software we'll be using for editing. So just like you have CapCut, then you have a plugin inside CapCut that does all of that for you. So you don't have to start going into another software to go and do that. We have all of that inside the software. All right, so let me see if I can share my screen so you get a view of what it looks like. So Opus Clip does a lot for you. Opus Clip cuts dead spaces. I haven't used it before, but it's trending. Everybody's talking about it. I haven't used it, but I read about it. I went to their page, checked it up, and I saw that it's basically doing what AutoCut is doing. I don't see any need of trying to check it because the features I saw there are basically the same with AutoCut. So I didn't bother um, checking it out. So I use AutoCut for the time being until I find something that's more interesting, because that's the world we live in. New stuffs are going to come. So what these plugins and this software, they work based on that caption based editing. They are going to scan through the text, check out for bold statements, bold claims, those things that, so it has a lot of prompts. You can have a long 20 minutes video and prompt it to cut out 1 minute video out of it. That's what I mean by repurposing. And it's going to do this, cut out messages that stands alone, because it's going to read through those caption, the text. When I say caption, I mean the text or the transcript, the transcription of the video is going to read through it, collect ideas and put them together to form separate videos. And that's what it's going to do. And that's what I mean by caption based editing. So it's going to tell you the exact, it's going to cut it actually for you. But then if you're just starting out and you don't have the luxury to get this AI tools, Opus Clip, AutoCut, Firecut, and all of that, you can also do this caption based editing with ChatGPT and Claude AI, whatever generative AI you are very good at. So let's take ChatGPT for example. So this is where it's going to be practical. Let me share my screen now. Okay. Oh, sorry. This autocut is. I just tried to pin it. Let me try sharing my screen. Can you guys see my screen now? All right. So this is what our editing console looks like. That's Premiere Pro. This is what it looks like. So I'll start. We are not going to be talking about the tools, how to edit, and all of that. I'm just going to show you what caption-based editing looks like. So I wanted to use. So this is the AutoCut. This is it. This is the extension. This is. I'm trying to load it in, but it's taking forever to come on. I don't know why. Probably I have to restart my system. So this is it. It's loading. It just bring out this white. This is it. Maybe I need to restart my system, but let's close it. So let's check what caption based editing looks like. So let me put a video here and let's proceed from there. Um, okay. So let's take this for example. So are we still together? I don't know if my screen visible. Please let me know in the comment section if my screen is visible and you can see. All right, I think someone says yes. All right, so all right, so we have a video here on our timeline. So assuming we want to structure this, we want to rearrange this and reposition it. We don't have Opus Clip and AutoCut because they are paid for. So if you come to this, there's a text panel here. This is transcript. This is the transcript of the video in this panel. So this is basically what we'll be using to edit this video faster. And this is what we call caption based editing. So I can it's quite okay. I can just edit, export this text file. And this is the same thing we do when we are repurposing videos. I can just export this whole text file of this video. ChatGPT on my browser. I come to ChatGPT and I have some prompts I use. So let me get one for you. I have some prompts I use, which I would share with you guys during the course of the training. So, for example, okay, let me show you one. We have some prompt templates that you just input on ChatGPT and they do the work for you. They'll tell you what part is the hook, what part is the body, what part. Okay, I think I've seen it. All right, this is one of the prompts I use. So this is it. You are a expert social media video editor specializing in proposing long form. So it depends on what you want to achieve. So I have templates for different prompts to use. So this says you are a social media video editor specializing in composing long form YouTube content into an engaging short reel. So a transcript from the YouTube video has been posted as blah 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 blah. Extracts. So let me just copy this prompt. I come to a new chat. I post it here. So then I attach that transcript that I just exported. Where is it? This is it. And I send to ChatGPT. So this is what it does. You can see it's structuring them out for you. So it says this is the oak. I call it a career plan because this. So what you just do, you copy this time code. You don't need to go through the whole video. You copy this time code. You come to you paste it here. It says 2029 to 30 12. So you play it and sorry, let me you put it there. Take your cut to you just cut that place. Play it to where it says 30 and you cut it probably let's take this one that you've cut, you put it in the new sequence. You are actually rearranging the video again. Wow, I just learned something. You come to the next part, which is the body. You copy the time code. Copy the time code. Go back to. So this is what we call caption-based editing. That starts from here. Then let's say you can mark it or you cut. Where does it end? So this part to this part is the body of the reel. You put this there. Then it shows you the CTA, which is the final and the concluding part of the of okay, there's no CTA. For this video, he has brought out two reels already from this video. This is another one, the same thing, two from just one long video. So this is, I don't know if you can hear the audio. I don't know if you guys can hear the audio. So that's like a smarter way for editing videos for content. That's like a smarter way. It's called content caption. It's called caption based editing. And with that, then use this AI tool like Opus Clip to caption them. So these are basically what content creators are looking at for. You caption them, and this is actually what they pay for. This is one of those things they pay for. Actually, this is one of those things they pay for. Also, you can take it a step further by adding B-rolls B-rolls, when we say B-rolls, we means external clips to support what the person is saying. That's what we call B-rolls. Then also some slight animations to just enhance the quality of the video. That's basically what editing for short form content it's basically all about. So if you understand the structure of short form contents like this, a person will give you a video and you make it out a you know and all right, so and you make out a well pieced together content for the client, and this is what they actually pay for. This is the one skill that creators actually pay for. So I think would because this is totally a practical session and hands-on practical, we may not be able to do so much on this. That's why we have created a 2 week long program for this editing. So we'll talk about the monetizing part of it. So this is going to be very, very helpful to those who have some sort of video editing knowledge and just want to start cashing out from it. So this is first of all, I had a talk with someone recently who edits films like I do, and wanted to start doing what I was doing, wanted to start making money, getting foreign clients and all of that. And I totally shared with him that, see, these are our films and all of these things. They are once a while stuff. These are the things that people are needing assistance with, and these are the kinds of video people want to pay you to edit. So I showed him, I took him through the process of monetizing. First of all, there is a freelancing platform called Upwork, where you find a lot of clients who are ready to pay for this. But we'll not be talking about that because that one has its whole course on its own. It has terminologies, it has its own nitty gritties. All right. It's part of the benefits you'll be getting if you join the program. So we'll be talking about other platforms. You can get clients from LinkedIn. As a matter of fact, most of us, me and my team, we use LinkedIn very well, and that's where we get our clients. You can also get clients from X, that's Twitter Spaces. And you can also get clients directly from YouTube. So this is the procedure. It's easy. This is how we do it. So there is a branding class. We talk about branding, how you brand yourself on social media and get your page optimized and all of that to attract potential potential clients. So that's called inbound. They come to your profile and they reach out to you. But that's on one side. Then we have the outbound strategy. And this is the part that you can kick off with even without knowing about the inbound. This is the part, the method you can use right on the get-go and start getting client attention. And this is it's in three methods. It's in three processes. So first of all, you source for this client, you go and get them where they are. Next thing you do, you qualify them, you check, you analyze their platform, their YouTube channel, and all of that. Is it a viable client? Is this already someone that is ready to pay you? Then the third thing you do, you reach out to them, and you reach out with a method we call value first approach. And this approach, it has proven let's say 90% response. You don't get to be ghosted like just sending a client, hey, I saw you are looking for a video editor and this, that, this, that, this, that. I can be a video editor. most times they don't reply you. But if you apply this value first method, which I'll be breaking down shortly, you always get a response. So firstly, I have a tool called Lead Scripper tool, which you'll be getting access to if you join this program. Let me just show you a demonstration of what the tool does. Okay, this is the Lead Scripper tool. So this is the tool we use to look for creators. I mean, creators that are ready to pay money. So the goal is this: one, we're not just looking for anybody like we have in Nigeria. We have a lot of content creators. You're not looking for a Poco doctor. You're not looking for those people. Those people, they don't have money to pay you. As a matter of fact, most of them, they do their video by themselves. So we are looking for people who have products that they sell, who they are using their YouTube channel or their TikTok channel to sell a product, to advertise the product. And this is why I would have talked about UGC, but time will not permit me. I scheduled this class supposed to be for 1 hour. UGC usually simply means user generated content. These are content that people that have actually used the product make and to advertise a product. So these kinds of content sell, and companies that does UGC pays more because all their content is strictly for sales, it's strictly for business. It pays more. As a matter of fact, it pays more than just any random person doing content because their content is strictly for making money. So this is the goal. We are looking for people who create content to advertise products, services, who that sells something actually, basically, that sells something, that sells probably a coaching plan, a real estate, a healthcare product, and I'll be sharing with you some very, very high profiting niche too. So these are the people we are looking for. So I also have some um should I say query prompts you can use on the internet, you can use on LinkedIn to actually source for these kinds of people. Probably I'll share that on the group. You can just input them into your browser and it will scrape. Yeah, it's called scraping. It will scrape your browser and look for those people for you. Then you check through them, then reach out to them using the value first method. So for this one, we have an AI tool that does bulk of that work for us. So this is how this Let's Scraper work. So we are looking for, this is strictly for YouTube. So that scraping method I thought that you can put on your browser works for other platforms, probably TikTok and everything. But this lead scraper is basically for YouTubers, people who create content on YouTube. So we are looking for, so we are not actually looking for, depends on you, on YouTubers with like 100K followers, 200K followers. The goal is to find somebody that sells something online because there are a lot of 1K YouTuber. I have a client who have 600 followers and he pays way better than somebody that has, so because those YouTubers that has 200K, 300K, 400K, they are big in it, and so they will have a lot of video editors reaching out to them. I can edit for you and all of that and all of that. They will have more than 4 5. You get, so it's a competitive thing. So why there are some, and that's why the niche is also important because for people who do entertainment, gaming, and all of those things, they need a lot of editing effect and all of that. And we are not going for, we are not looking for that, except you are a, you have time and you are very, very good at it. But we are not looking for that. We are looking for people who are selling, who are interested in selling, getting their message to their clients. And those are the people we want to work for. We want, because those are the people that are ready to pay you on the go. And they don't have competitors. They don't have, they are not so much about engagement. They are so much, what is their concern is sales. So that's what we're looking at. So I'll say, let's say 1K to 10K YouTuber subscriber. Let's say, so this is another thing we talk about. I'm not looking at entertainment, I'm not looking at film, I'm not looking at how to all of these people need a lot of things. So I'm looking at probably, yeah, pets and animal. These are people that sell something, or um, vehicles. Ahem. So let's look. We are obviously looking at the United States or United Kingdom. These are the two strongest currency, um, dollar and pound sterling. So I want to say, let's look for a keyword. Um, what keyword can I use? Let's say motor parts. Let me say motor parts or vehicle parts or um, car vendor. We have one popular one on in Nigeria, Saki Motors. Let's check. So, oh wow. Oh, sorry guys. So sorry guys. I wasn't looking at my. Sorry, let me get that up again. Where is my YouTube? All right, so let me share my screen again. Sorry, I'm so sorry, guys. Okay, so I'll come to questions and answer. I'll start answering everybody one by one. Okay, so let me just attend to some concerns before I move forward. Before I move forward. So, like, what do I start with? So before we started, I requested that those who are beginners should let me know and all of that. Though I didn't get any response on that, but that being said, so if you are a beginner, if you are a beginner and you're just starting out, there are things you need to learn first of all. This is just for like 1 hour. It's not supposed to train you to become mastery in this 1 hour presentation, and that's that's not the goal here. So this is just to show you what's possible, not to learn everything and start. That's why we have an upcoming program that's coming up in a week time. This year will start from the basis, the nitty gritty, everything. Then we'll take you through making money. That's the core. That's the focus. So this one is just to show you what's possible, what this whole thing is all about. So for those saying they are lost, I need specific questions so I can answer before we proceed. So can I get back to what I was doing before the screen lost and all of that? So for M Music, there is a structure for you to learn from the scratch actually, and that's what is coming up. So all of these are parts actually cut out. This is just like a tip from what that training is all about. It's going to take you by the hand from the scratch, learning the basis of Premiere Pro, how to edit, then to this part of making money from it. So I don't know if you get that, if you got that. So you're also asking how do you get Adobe Premiere Pro on your PC, right? I can share that with you. I can also share that with you. It's on the internet. You can download that. You can download that as well. So I don't know if we can get back to what I was saying. I don't know where we got lost. I was basically thinking my screen was sharing, but it wasn't sharing. I don't know where we got lost, so I can get back to that. Okay, so let me get back to the scraper tool I was talking about. I think I was just doing entire screen. I think that was the problem was. So let me know if you can see my screen now. So basically, Adobe is paid for its premium, but there's a way to get a version you can work with, like a crack version that you can work with. It's everywhere on the internet, so it's something you can actually get. So this is the scraper tool. I don't know if I should go over again. So like I said, this is we are trying to get YouTubers that are actually selling product through their channel. So if we look at these guys, so we've imputed our keywords, put our subscribers and all of that, the place we are looking at for, and these are list of accounts it has brought to us. Um, this is OMO Media. This is this person is obviously selling and he gets views. So we can check him out. It opens in a new tab. So this is what you want to look out for if he's selling something. So you check his links. No, this guy is not selling anything. He's just talking about car. So this is not a good. So let's check this guy. Exactly. So this person actually sells. Because if you check out this link, you'll see that it says, I saw something, auto sales YouTube channel. So he has a link where he sells something. So this is a potential client. So what do we want to do? This is the outreach method we use. So we'll play one of his video. So from from my own assessment, from my own assessment, the first 10 seconds of this video is quite boring. So this is like a potential client that we can reach out to. So what is the plan? So we are going to reach out to this guy with the value first approach. The value first approach is that we take his video, we take one of his video, we take one of his video, edit it, and we send it back to him. I have a message template and say, hey guy, send him via email or via social media and say, hey, you know what? This is this is I think I should just show you that template. Something like a I didn't want to be like everyone else applying for your job. I took time to edit one of the videos and show you what I can do. Then you send him a link to edit. This is a proven outreach method that always get response. So there is also a job platform called YT Jobs. Here you can see tons of YouTube creators. Let me share my screen as well. You find a lot of YouTube creators who are looking for editors. There is always jobs here. So always, anytime you come, you see 5 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago, there are always jobs here. So what you do, you get the person, you use the same outreach technique. You take 5 minutes of let's say 10 seconds of the person's video, you edit it and show the person what you can do. Do you know what that does? That person, it gets to put you at the forefront of his mind because you've already provided value first. And instead of going further to screen the rest persons to check out what they can do, you already showed him what you can do. And if it's something the person likes, he automatically hires you. And that's what this outreach method is all about. That's what we call value first outreach method. So that's basically part of the ways we make money from part of the ways we get clients. There are also many other methods, many other systems we use. There are, like I talked about Upwork, there is a total Upwork strategy for getting clients. So first off, so I think that's like a run through of what we'll be doing for the whole of the training. So I think we are going to come to an end today. I also have some clients who are reaching out to me to hire immediately. They are like literally, there are some messages that I think I screenshotted some of them, that they are actually currently looking for editors that I can recommend. So that's why we are saying we are guaranteeing you 2 editor placements. All right. So I think I'm going to be sharing further details about this, more videos on this. to explain this for for the week, so that we get a proper understanding of the whole procedures, the whole processes, because I think a lot of people got lost at some point. So I think I'll share some videos, some recordings of this, and explain some other things on the group. So that will be the end for today. I hope we learned something today. So the recording of this will be posted on the group as well. All right. If we do have any questions, so let me just attend to that before we call it a day. All right, guys. Good night. This is past. What's my time? This is past 9 p.m. All right. Good night, guys.